Well, hello there, folks. We're going to be continuing our Peninsular campaign here. We haven't really continued it because, let's face it, it didn't get as many views as I expected. Nonetheless, for those of you that do enjoy the Peninsular campaign, I'm going to go ahead and get back to it. And here I can show you guys we are playing hardcore. That is to say, if we lose, we lose. We're just kind of trying to follow the game by the book. So right now, I think the important thing is raising more armies, obviously. We are doing that. But also constructing additional buildings, theaters, etc. to keep the people happy. There is some discontent, and that's not good. Now, we did defend Valencia last turn, which is great, but look at all these French armies arriving from the north. So let's make sure to focus on them, and right now we'll actually end the turn. I want to make sure I'm not forgetting any armies here. I don't believe I am. We've got our two main armies over here, and we're, of course, building a third. Now, we could build a nice barracks, would be nice, but you know what else would be nice would be building something for the infrastructure. So the supply warehouse is good. Farms are really what we need, as well as mines. So I'm thinking right now maybe we hold off. We will, of course, move our guerrilleros into enemy territory and try to, of course, disrupt as much as we can. So we can actually infiltrate Murcia, and I think this is good. It's a successful mission. Kind of get to know the people here and get to know what's going on, essentially. Okay, let's see. With our priest, I just want to see, so 63% anti-French in Madrid, that's great. We want to keep on raising that. Okay, let's end the turn. Oh, the British, and they've got a lot of troops here. Hopefully they can send quite a few reinforcements. We do need additional help. Alright, so some French armies going to Murcia, and this French army is the one that really worries me. I want to try and stop it. But after that fight in Salamanca, it's going to be tough. Maybe we could save some money on shipping and just let these guys get killed, or we could try to retreat and raid enemy shipping. Oh boy, I'm going to try to retreat. No luck, folks. I don't even know if you guys would want to see a naval battle, and I don't think we would stand a chance against them anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and end that one. But if you would prefer to see a naval battle in the future, just let me know in the comments. Okay, we've got... Ooh. Okay, so our merchantman is here. Let's see if he can even get to South America. Of course, we could bring in a lot of money from there. And the more trading ships we have, the more income we're going to be getting from America del Sur. So that's beautiful. Yeah, we probably could get the barracks, but I think I want to continue. And of course, that army worries me. But let's head to Badajoz, right here on the border with Portugal. If we can take this, this will be, I think, an important area to capture. And over here, of course, we've got a whole nother army being trained. So at Valencia, let's see the state of our forces and consider building this area up quite a bit. Yeah, we absolutely need more men. We are building some, but we are not going to be leaving Valencia for a while. So unfortunately, I think Teruel will be probably attacked by the enemy and captured. I'm going to move deeper into pro-French territory here in northern Spain with my guerrillas. See if we can't get some fights going. Man, we really could afford... I mean, we might as well build a theater, but we could afford a military academy. The problem is that would spend 3,000, which is all we have. Also, upgrading roads is always good, but I don't think I'm going to do it. I will, however, upgrade the roads in Córdoba and potentially build a few troops here. Why not? Let's get some Fusiliers here in Córdoba, and they can be added to the upcoming army. And we might as well build the barracks. Get that going here. Also, why didn't I think of this before? Let's get a dockyard or a supply port to bring in additional trade. Oh boy, so they caught us in the woods, guys. It's 2 units of Fusiliers. I'm going to try to fight them. I think we can wipe out 2 units of Fusiliers here. This is a true forest ambush, and could be pretty cool. So let's go for it. Yes, 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 we know. So since we're guerrillas, we should be able to move over here. And we're intercepting them, so I don't know. Intercepting, wouldn't that mean that we're the ones that have to attack? You know, so I'm going to spread our guys out, and I will be the one to attack. As for our cavalry, I'm going to keep them over here to really confuse the enemy. So we'll be firing with initially with just our standard men, and then we'll bring the cavalry forward to really give them hell. Okay, they might be... yeah, they're coming towards us. Let's let them get over here. Not a problem. In fact, I'm going to start putting some stakes down. And I'll put light infantry behavior here on this unit, so that just in case he gets charged, he will, you know, actually retreat, and he'll also be nicely spread out here. As for our cavalry, I really want to get them just into the woods, closer to the battlefield. Welcome, folks. Good to see you. So again, we're facing French regulars. These are guerrillas. They've had their villages burned by the French. They want vengeance. The question is, can they attain it? It looks like, look at these sneaky little bastards. They are now facing away from us. Doesn't look like they want to head-on fight. I'm going to toggle that light infantry behavior, and I am going to advance. I'll also put this guy on skirmish mode, try to retreat back here, and of course start firing on them. But we can take all the time in the world. And as guerrillas, I think that's exactly what we should do. We're sneaking up. Some nice shots here. It's a nice chance to just wipe out some French soldiers, lower their morale. You are not where you are supposed to be, amigos. This is our land. Look at that. Oh, beautiful. Keep on firing. I might even bring up the other guys to also assist here. Let's go for it. They'll retreat if need be. Alright, we're going to stop there because now they're bringing their other group of troops. And let me actually pause here. I just want to turn off my Steam friends list. Hey, Anthropologist Forensic. This was my favorite Total War campaign as well. Yeah, absolutely. This one in Egypt, for me, are my favorites. Are the Warhammer Total War games any good? Like, here's the thing, man. I enjoy them. I really do. I've tried bringing them to the channel before. And one thing that makes me sad about the Agrippa Maxenius channel is I feel like we could be such a bigger channel. I really do. And the problem is, you know, the games we play are so niche that becoming a big channel is quite a challenge. You know, we're picking up like just a few people every month. If we could play something like Total War Warhammer, I think we could bring a lot more people, or I should say Total War Warhammer 2. Why are Les Tres speaking Spanish? I'm not sure. The tree speaking Spanish. No sé, amigo. Es un misterio. Keep firing. We'll bring in the cavalry when we need to. We could bring them in now if the enemy's facing us, but I want them really focused on us. We should spread these guys out over here as well. Okay, preparen fuego. They are not firing. Maybe we need to get a bit closer. And they've also not noticed our cavalry at all, which is great. Okay, reloading, finally. Of course, we're actually taking shots from the enemy, if you can hear that. I don't know what that is. This is also the enemy unit with the commander inside. Now, of course, it's not a noble commander or a well-known commander or anything like that. It's just an officer. Maybe a captain, you know, I'm guessing at the most a colonel. Well, let's keep it up. Look at our guerrillas, man. We are doing true guerrilla combat. And I think now they're going to be pretty focused on us, although they can't reach us at this distance. They're going to have to decide to move forward. So we're just going to pepper them away with fire. Sorry if this is boring for anyone, but we're just going to be here for a while, just shooting. If you guys want to tell us where to focus, feel free, and we will focus on that position. Look at that, man. Una cosa increíble. As for these guys on the right, they're not getting good shots because of the terrain. So you know what? We're going to push them forward. There's no point in them sticking back here. I definitely don't want to lose my guerrilla leader either. So I'm kind of trying to keep that charge off as long as possible. Again, we're going to fire at the unit with the officer. And we took some unnecessary casualties just then. In fact, I'll make sure we're on skirmish mode in case they try to charge. Reload faster, boys. The second light guerrilla cazadores. That's Spanish for hunter, if I'm not mistaken. Oh boy. Morale is not looking great. Time to bring in the cavalry. Let's see if we can get a glorious cavalry charge here. We can actually get a volley first, and then go in for the charge. So that's what we're going to do. Pause here for a second. I missed this methodical approach to the new Total War games. Brian Malone says, found your channel from Tortuga's World War I game. Love your Total War campaign. Hard to find ongoing games. Thanks, man. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, the only reason we haven't uploaded this particular campaign as quickly as I'd like is just, unfortunately, it doesn't get as many views as, like, just our single battle videos. I'd really like to turn that around. So if anybody has any constructive criticism, especially you guys from Tortuga's channel that are new here, like, feel free to share it. We could use it. I know my thumbnails are probably pretty awful. If anybody has any thumbnail software they can suggest, you know, I'd love to make my thumbnails nicer, crispier, as it were. And maybe that'll even bring in more viewers. Give me just 1 second, folks. Un segundo, amigos. And soon we will kill all the French, hopefully. Also, if you guys can do me a huge favor, just hit that like button when you're here. And I think we'll keep this campaign as a live campaign from now on. This way we get more viewers, more people interested, etc. Okay. Let's get back to the fights. Now, will our general win? Let us know in the comments. Will he, or I should say not win, will he survive this battle? Let's see. It's a pretty risky charge. So first we take a shot, then we charge with this particular general. Oh yeah, he looks scared. Enemy looks scared. Or maybe we... No, yeah, we charge and fire, although we just got some friendly fire by doing that. Yeah, maybe we should keep the general back. You know what? That's a good idea. And I'm going to switch my fire over here to this unit so that we don't end up killing our own cavalry. No, to make it work out perfectly, we need to attack with El General. Go for it. Viva España! Enemy general killed. Okay. He's not really a general. It's just Maxime Decré. Like I said, probably a colonel. But still a nice win for our guerrillas. I mean, these Frenchmen were just walking through the woods, and we got lucky enough to find them. I'm going to stop them from firing. Halt that fire. Because we're going to end up shooting our own general. So stop shooting. Calm down. Heroic death! No, how could he die? He did end up dying on that charge. Please tell me he didn't get killed by one of our own men. The good news is we still have our guerrilla band, and we got a victory. It's a heroic victory despite him dying, which I think kind of sucks. Alright, well, it is what it is. Bien hecho. Now, as you can see, there's no way we can fight that guy, so we will accept a surrender. Or I should say, we will... accept their surrender terms, but now we've got to bring that army from Salamanca up and try and defend here. And unfortunately, they're already attacking us at Valencia. This is going to be tough. I think we very well could lose our eastern territories. Okay, so we got to sabotage an enemy building, and if we do that, we'll actually make 1,000. Not bad. Let's see who's defending Valencia. We've got so much militia. Could we win this fight? I think we can win this one. Orgullosos, proud and victorious is what he just said. So this buys us a little time, but we absolutely need to get more troops here in Valencia. It's not going quickly enough. We need to try and get those barracks, honestly. 3 turns before we can even think of going to fight him. In the meantime, let's take Badajoz here on the border of Portugal. I think that'll be very helpful. And just auto-resolve that one. That'll be an easy victory. And usually we just peacefully occupy. I'm tempted to loot. What do you guys think? Hello, Javier. As a Spaniard, this is the only time period that makes me feel somewhat patriotic. Yeah, absolutely. You heard me, the only. Yeah, he's probably not too proud of Franco. I'm certainly not proud of Franco myself, or Salazar. Alright, so what do you guys think? Do we get a bunch of money here, or do we just peacefully occupy? I think right now we've got to be good, right? We've got to be the good guys in this conflict. So I'm going to peacefully occupy. I'm going to fix that beautiful barracks. Give our guys a little chance to recuperate. But as you can see here, this is a very slow replenishment rate. Nonetheless, there are a bunch of different things here. We can upgrade land clearances, a musket manufactory. These are all good things. Let's see how our army in Seville is coming around. We need to get some more troops. And we've got some beautiful dragoons, some hussars. Let's just take a look at the composition of the army here. We've already got 2 cavalry units. We need more. I don't know if I want to get a cannon just because it slows us down so much. Although perhaps the horse artillery, maybe they move a little faster than other artillery units. I don't know. It's better to get the best. So we'll get the, again, that's 3 turns. No, let's focus on just the army. And since we have that military academy now, we can get some grenadiers. We desperately need some grenadiers, so we'll bring those into the army, and soon we'll have a 3rd one that we can use to bash the enemy around, for lack of a better term. Cáceres is going to be the next attack location as well. Or Cáceres. Alright. England has been really, really quiet during this entire fight. They're just protecting Gibraltar, pretty much. So we're going to have to leave Salamanca if we want to save it, and obviously fight these guys. It's really frustrating, especially since they've split up into all these little bands. Yes, that actually is a good resource. Good old gold mine. My goodness, it's just so expensive. And we kind of need to purchase new troops right now. Horse art is fantastic. Fastest light cav, yes, absolutely. It'd be nice if they had some more, you know, games on the Spanish Civil War. That would be great. Even with this kind of setup and the battles, obviously Total War battles being incorporated into like semi-modern warfare to me seems like a real challenge, but I think it could be done. You just need the right sort of mix, right, of conflicts. Okay, so Cáceres, I think we've got enough to beat Cáceres. We're going for it. There's definitely an army there, so it may not just be a walkover. Or, oh, it is a walkover. Okay, very nice. Once again, peacefully occupy, and look at that French army right there. Claude Vitor Perrin. We've got to do something about him. Hopefully, we can get some nice replenishment here. And I'll even purchase some guerrilla cazadores to help us. Now over here, this is what's really important, is getting the Army of Seville, because I'm thinking the Army of Seville is going to be responsible for retaking Valencia, probably. We're probably going to lose Valencia, if I'm being totally honest. Let's get some husares. The husares from Seville are excellent, and we'll end the turn. Kind of forgot about my guerrilla unit. I should probably be using him. Also our saboteurs. We're going to start using them too. Try to sabotage an enemy building. No, they're going to attack our merchantmen. This is where we get a tremendous amount of our income. That's bad. We might need to raise a navy and destroy these French ships. Right now we have nothing resembling a navy. And look at that, sure enough, that French general is approaching. We may have no choice. We may have to go ahead and take the fight to him. And yeah, it's looking bad for Valencia. Let's take a look here at the chat. I think Valencia's lost. I'm wondering, maybe we should... I'm going to try to just stay here. Hopefully they'll attack next turn, and we can try a desperate defense. Maybe with that much militia, we can actually make a difference. But this is also going to be important. Cáceres, there's an approaching French army. I'm thinking the actual appropriate thing to do here is retreat back to Badajoz. It's a strategic retreat. We're going to get more support here. As you can see, more replenishment to our forces. And it's a larger city and one we probably want to work on, especially with these Husares Independientes de Extremadura. Very versatile troops. So we're going to get some of them. And potentially, I think our line is looking okay. So yeah, I would definitely get more cavalry if anything. Although I might get cavalry for these guys right here. Let's take a look at construction. We could get a nice opera house. Would make the people in Seville quite happy. But we're not in the business of happiness right now. And again, I am considering creating this army without any artillery. So if you think that's an awful idea, let me know. But I think it's necessary. We will make up for it with some skirmishers. And a nice amount of cavalry, too. Oh boy, we're stuck in this town for this turn. And I believe if I go to Murcia, that we have that agent in there. So trying to sabotage an enemy building, we're going to need a little more money, but we're going to move over to the town to try and make that happen. Also need to try and raise some gentlemen. We currently have no gentlemen because they can study technology. We're not studying anything right now. We're not very cultured at this point in history. Yes. So they just added additional troops there to attack Valencia. That's terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. What to do, what to do. An attack on Cáceres would be extremely heroic, but I'm not sure we could pull it off. And then the other option over here at Valencia, could we fight them off? No way. Absolutely no way. We have to hope that they actually attack next turn. So in the meantime, again, our income is trickling. We need to make some money. And Cáceres is one of the fastest ways to do it. But we could wait one more turn, and then we'd, of course, get that fabulous Husares Independentes, and we could even bring an additional provincial militia unit. They might be poorly equipped, but they'll add to our overall manpower on the field. I'm going to do that. And Valencia is just, we are doing everything in Valencia to turn the people against the French. And I'll just go ahead and auto-resolve this one. Another victory by our guerrilla band there. Wonderful. Uh-oh. I think this is where they get finished off. We'll try to retreat back into the forest, of course. But if they follow us, we are in a bit of trouble. So they're asking us to surrender Valencia. No way. We shall not surrender Valencia. And they didn't actually go through with the attack. But eventually, we will, of course, run out of food. Look at this. We've got a new... Oh, I was hoping it was a gentleman. It's just a priest. Still good, but I was kind of hoping for something a little better. As you can see, this area over here, Catalonia, is completely pro-French. So let's try to change some opinions here. not give up Valencia. Fight to the very end. And actually, this is a good time to use our guerrilla. Let's try and sabotage. Successful mission, guys. We just burned down the tax office. Amazing. And because of that, apparently we got a guerrillo. I guess he liked our approach there. Where did he go, this man? Did I just go crazy? Where is the guerrillo? Guerrillo. I have such trouble saying that word. Okay, we're gonna go for it. I think though, if our guy's inside, if I'm not mistaken, our agent, doesn't he get killed if we end up winning the battle? Did somebody tell us? Yeah, I think he does. Get some lancers and some dragoons and some guerrilla hussars. Yeah, we're going all out on this army. Robert Roberts, can't you break the siege with your army in Extremadura? Let's see. I don't know. That's an interesting question. So, let's see. The closest army we have in Valencia. All the way over here. In Seville. I mean, that's the closest army we have, is the army in Seville. Unless we could somehow do something with our agent to sabotage. I don't know. I'm going to try. But I don't see any other armies. Soy patriota. The question is, do we attack Cáceres? And I think we do. Got to keep the enemy on their toes as well. And that's going to be a tough battle. Do we assault now or continue the siege and hope that they will try and come out of the town to face us? I'm going to continue the siege. Imminent bankruptcy. That's not good. Ooh, we might need to get rid of some troops. Let's go to our army over here, unfortunately. That worked. If they don't attack us this turn, they will not attack. Oh, there we go. We got the battle, guys. Here we go. Let's make it happen. I can't wait. I love when they exit the town to fight. It makes the job a little bit easier for me. But again, we are facing professional French troops with, of course, some Spanish adjutants, but I think we can hold off. I'm hoping. This would be a nice victory for sure. Oh, nice. Now, what I'd really like to do is move the entire army forward and then set up. So that's probably what we're going to do. No, that's not what I wanted at all. We're going to have to properly set this up. There we go. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Right on top of this hill. All of these woods also defending us. This should be amazing. So let's hope the enemy are staying true to their word and are going to attack. Look at that, guys. This is what we're facing. Quite a lot of Frenchmen. And regulars, of course. We could speed these guys up. What do you think? You know what? I'm going to speed them up. I'm anxious. I want to make sure we get the best result. In fact, we should even stay maybe more on top of the hill. Maybe something like... Uh-huh. Oh, I hate this. Something like that. We could even use, look at this. We could also use the stone here. Yeah, I'm definitely going to order a double quick. It's just standard militia. We're already going to be sending them to the wall here. This will be an interesting battle. Where is our artillery? That's going to take a while to actually get into position, I think. Just to be safe, I'll move our general and our husares back here. And at least these militia have been through a battle. You can see that rank up they've got. They have fought before. And I must say, our provincial militia look a lot better than the French provincial militia. There we go, spread out. Guerrilla Cazadores right there. Oh boy, they're firing at our general. Alright, you know, we have to keep him probably behind the hill here. He's not going to be providing much support in terms of morale. That could be a problem. But I just want to keep this guy, keep him on top of the hill. Keep these guys on top of the hill. And even these guys. Alright, boys, let's see how we do. We've got the cover, and they're sending forward their chasseurs, their light infantry. Gotta get the artillery over here. And here are our regulars. We'll push them forward as well. Try to help our militia here on the line. And if any of them fall back, we've got the regulars to take their place. Fuego! We also have square formation, and since that cavalry is approaching, I'm going into square formation. Maybe not the best idea right now. We'll find out. Let's get the hussars over here. There we go. Man, nice. Just immediate shots on the armed citizenry here. Let's focus on the cavalry, though. That's who I really want to wipe out. Enemy's got some dragoons here, and look at that. I don't think they knew what they were walking into. We're well hidden. They're chasing our Husares Independentes. Alright, let's go. I'm going to bring in the Husares Independentes de Extremadura. We could actually go and just wipe out the enemy artillery here, which I think I'm going to go for. Going to do a bit of a guerrilla task here. Look at how well dressed they are as well. Maybe this task is beneath them. Nonetheless, ataca. Alright, are they breaking through? We've got to watch out. Let's get the next group of regulars to move up here. If we need to, we'll do a charge. I'm hoping it doesn't come to that. So you know what? I'm going to set up, actually. Let's get behind the wall. Just hope these guys don't get too close. Mantenga la posición. Hold your position. Abren fuego. Alright, beautiful. Another group of infantry running away. We never got to use our artillery. We'll try to get him up here on this hill, where he could be very useful. But I think it's time to bring in the cavalry. And look at that. Their general is there. I'm going to try to kill the general with the Husares Independentes. Show these Frenchmen we mean business. And I will definitely run down any escaping French. I want this to be a dramatic victory. to make up for losing, or probably losing, Valencia. So what do you guys think? Do you enjoy watching the campaign here live as opposed to with uploaded episodes? I think with the campaign that's not as... we don't get as many viewers as, for instance, our World War I campaign. Maybe it's something we consider in the future. Look at that. Absolutamente lindo. And the general has been killed by the Independientes. These guys are amazing. I'm glad I bought them. Very expensive, but absolutely amazing. Bring in this cavalry to take down that artillery. And now we've just got retreating enemies. Let's take a look at the battlefield. Man. Let's take a pause here. Charge the guns like Lord Cardigan, he says. Strong and independent Spanish hussar who needs the French. Absolutely. More DACA, says Andrew Hawkins. Speaking of more DACA, me and Tortuga were really recently talking about, and I don't know if you guys would be interested in this, so let us know, about doing a Dawn of War 2 co-op game. I know, especially those of you that like Warhammer 40k, that might interest you. I just think that that's a game that is like only good in co-op. You know, without it, it kind of isn't great. Watch the shooting. Watch the friendly fire. Still got apparently a unit trying to put up a fight. But we're going to run down whoever we can. Look at that, guys. Look at that. This is the damage that our militia did. So just our militia, it's because of that stone wall. It offers you such a bonus. What's that battle in the Civil War? Is it Cold Harbor? I think it's Cold Harbor, where the Union just charged a Confederate a group of infantry behind a wall like this, and they just sent waves and waves and waves and waves and waves, and they never broke them. So you just don't do that. Over here, it was their only chance to actually break through, and they failed. So that's going to be a heroic victory there for Spain, and of course, more importantly, the King of Spain. Uh-oh, our priest was killed. Oh no, the one in Madrid was killed. And apparently we got a rebellion in Salamanca. That's not good. We could do something about that. But first, we'll actually offer them a nice surrender. Peacefully occupy. We don't have any money, but we'll soon try to get some more. We'll have to find new avenues and maybe even get rid of some troops, dare I say it. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of our campaign. I hope you guys will tune in the future. In fact, I want to make sure that I save here so that we don't forget. Oh, that's right, we're going to look at the king. And like I was saying, I want everybody to have a say in this Let's Play. Back when I started the channel, we used to do a lot of videos where you guys got to interact with what was going to happen, and I think I want to bring those back. So for instance, in this one, all I was asking is, should we keep a monarchy and have a king, or should we move to a republic and actually start the Spanish Republic? That is something we could do. Another thing you guys could focus on is, should we increase taxes? And also, specifically here, let me see if I can find that damn list. We can find the ministers, and I'll let you guys decide whether to hire and fire new ministers. So right now, for instance, I think our justice minister is really not bringing anything to the table. You can see our treasury minister is incredible. Françoise de Sangroni and Manolito Cano. They're amazing. But this guy, Pedro Quevedo y Quintano, he's pretty awful. So do you guys think I should kick him out of the cabinet? And that'll be our last decision here for this episode. Do we kick him out of the cabinet, or do we give him another chance? And what do you guys think we should do going forward here? For the king, says the clever merchant. So we've already got our first member of the monarchists. And Robert Roberts, also the monarchist. Very cool. Long live our gracious king. All right. I like it. So we've got a monarchist approach so far, but you guys get to decide what to do with these ministers. So if you think they're incompetent, we'll get rid of them. And they won't bother us. Next term, maybe we'll get a better minister, more fit for our leadership. So whoever answers first, hire, or I should say fire, or keep the minister, that's what we'll do. In the meantime, you guys get to watch a fun little ad. Sorry, folks. Oh, Javier is going to be our Republican. So we've got 2 monarchists and 1 Republican. if we can get it more even, then of course, you'll have more power in your vote, etc. While you guys are looking at that, I'm just gonna peek around our area here. That's right, we did have this guerrillero. I'm never gonna get that word, but he really can't do much right now. I'm almost thinking of disbanding our guerrillas, just so that we don't have to pay their costs, and hopefully that will not make us bankrupt, because right now we are bankrupt. We need to try and make some more money. We can even raise taxes, but of course that causes problems on its own. So we'll just have to see what happens here. I'm just happy we got Caceres. That's a huge win. And now if we look at an actual map here, if we look at the map here, you can see we control a large portion of southern Spain. We just need to take this area right here. And of course, if we can take Madrid, then pretty much the war moves into Phase 2. And Phase 2 is beating the French in the north, where they're quite strong. They can get the Imperial Guard. They can get all sorts of really, really good troops. This is sort of the easier portion of the fight itself. So Robert is saying he's corrupt, fire him. Absolutely. So the monarchists have decided that this minister is out of here. Goodbye, Quevedo y Quintano. You're lucky you're not going to prison. And his replacement is a new guy named Adalberto Gotz. Sounds German. And this is pretty good. +1 to repression in all regions. -3 to the cost of the town watch. Not great, but pretty good. Our best minister is Francisco Javier Castanos, our Lord High Constable. Look at this, guys. -6 recruitment cost for all land units. +6 to land military technology research rate. And -5 upkeep for all army units. This guy is incredible. We need him in our cabinet. It would be just absolutely awful if he died. All right, thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll catch you on the next one. And I'm starting to think maybe we should have accepted that surrender. Would have given us a chance to maybe escape with this army. But that's for another day.